There are so many funny little quirks inside of Notion and things to be aware of that if you don't know, you can end up wasting a lot of time. So in this video, I want to share with you my favorite time-saving tip inside of Notion. So one of the awesome things about Notion is that your data doesn't have to live in one place. So let's say, for example, I want this areas database to live in another page. There are a couple different ways I can do that. This is where my time-saving tip comes in. So I'm going to do this the long way, and then I'm going to show you the short way. So you might already be familiar with this feature of Notion, which is that you can copy a link to any database and you can paste it anywhere. So I can paste it above on the same page, or I can paste it on another page. And it's going to ask me to create linked database. That's what you want to select. And so now I have an instance of the database. Now you might have noticed that this gallery view and this table are not available as views here. So I kind of have to start from scratch. This is why I almost never create views on the original instance of a database. And the big reason I do that is because I often will pull in the same information into multiple places in my workspace. The projects lives inside of goals and planning. It lives inside my Marie HQ. That project database is available in multiple different ways. And if I set up all of the different views that I like, I want that to be available without me having to go and create new views every single time. Create a gallery view, okay. It gets annoying and time consuming every time you're trying to set up these filters. So that's not really helpful. The other way to bring in a linked database is to type the / command, create linked database, choose areas. Same thing, those views don't get pulled in. So again, I don't waste any time creating views on the original database. That's not going to be helpful. What I do, first thing, as soon as I create a database, I immediately create a linked version of it. And I do all of my views on the linked instance because, let me show you what this looks like. I'm going to create a view for each and every one. Let's create a timeline view. Let's create a list view. All right, so I've got a bunch of options here. This one doesn't have any, I'm going to delete it. And so now let's say hypothetically this gallery view is the one that I want. I'm just going to turn off page content. All right, so let's say I like this. I want this to appear in all of my pages. Now I can duplicate this. I can select it and I use the keyboard command, so Command D, or just click duplicate. And you're going to have all of the same views that you had on your original database. So again, it's something to be aware of. Notion does not retain the views on the original database, but as long as you put them on the instance, the linked database, you can duplicate this as many times as you want, and I can drag that into a new page, and there it is. All right, and I can duplicate this as many times as I want, and I can move that into different templates. I can move that into different pages. I can do whatever I want with that. So that's my quick tip. Always, always make all of your preferred views on an instance of the database, not on the original itself. Often I will even go to the original database and I will turn this into a page. So you can find it there, but then again, all of the views get created here. So that's your quick tip. I hope that this saves you a bunch of time.